Hello, I'm Syrus. Finally, I've listened to Folklore, the newest Taylor Swift album. When Taylor Swift announced that she was releasing a new album, I think I was in shock for at least 2 hours. I was still processing Lover. Yeah, I take a while to process albums, so I was still processing that. In fact, throughout the quarantine, I've been listening to this beauty. And I think it's my favorite Taylor Swift album. Taylor Swift is amazing, okay? Let's get that out of the way. She is the greatest artist, performer, like the whole combination of what being a musical artist is. I think she is the greatest at it. So I'm a really big fan of hers. Now, talking about Folklore, I was already expecting this kind of sounds when she released the album title and the artwork. Like the whole idea of the forest and the name of the album itself brings a more acoustic vibe, a more sentimental and emotional kind of project. So when I first listened to Cardigan, which I did with some of you guys on Instagram Live, and we watched the premiere of the song, I was kind of used to songs like this.
Big reputation, ooh, you and me, we got big reputations.
And songs like this.
I be the man. I be the man.
So when I heard this one, I was like, okay, it's different. Not my kind of genre, I'll be honest. Like, this is not my favorite kind of music. But once I started listening to the whole album, I started looking at it with different eyes. Like, I just understood the whole theme and idea behind it, and then I just listened to it from a different perspective. It's still not my favorite, but... And before we begin, a friend of mine told me that there's actually a bonus track on the album called The Lakes, but I tried to find it, and you can only listen to it if you have a physical copy. I just couldn't find it anywhere, sorry. So I'll just rank them, standard track list. So my criteria for the ranking is very simple. I just rank them according to how much I connected to them. I don't really like judging a song or an album based on like it's a good song or it's a bad song, because there's not really such thing. One thing is that you don't like a certain song and you like it a lot. So I don't want to get too geeky and nerdy with all the musical theory with harmonies and compositions. I really didn't want to get into all that. I just want to express how much I connected with the songs as an artist myself and just like as a person. Let's begin. At number 16, I have Peace. So the songs that I ranked at the bottom all have something in common, which is that they're the saddest songs of the whole album. I don't usually like sad songs unless they talk about something that is like really emotional, but there's like a positive ending somehow. But I don't usually like the songs that just bring on negative vibes. Maybe some other people do, but I personally don't like them. So I think this song in particular is the one that brings that to a whole new level. I think when I listened to it, and the melody itself, I didn't like it that much because I thought it was too monotonous and just don't vibe that much with it. So at the 15th spot and 14th, I have Hoax and Epiphany. Both these songs give me the same kind of atmosphere of absolute sadness. Like, there is a lot of sadness, and as I said, it's not even like an emotional sadness where I'm like, oh, that's such a deep feeling. It's like, oh my god, I just want to jump off a window, you know? So I didn't like those two. At number 13, I have This Is Me Trying. So this one is sad as well, but in this case, I did like the message that it had of like thinking about a past relationship and all the negative things that happened in it, but now she's like trying to fix it. I did like that message, but the song in general, like the emotions that it communicated, not that much. At the 12th spot, I have Illicit Affairs. So this song talks about infidelity, which is a recurring theme throughout the album. Fortunately, I cannot connect that much with that topic. It's not something that I can relate to, so yeah. At number 11, I have Betty. I did find that a lot of people like this particular song. I think it's really interesting how she made 3 different songs. Some people say that there's more, but this song is like one of the 3 main songs that talks about this love triangle and the relationships and the perspectives and the situations. I thought that was nice, but the song itself, meh. At number 10, I have The Last Great American Dynasty. For this song, I didn't understand why she decided to talk about that, like that story, because I read the lyrics and all, but I thought it was like this classic kind of tale that people would share in the small village, talking about something that happened a long time ago, which I think that she wanted to go for with the whole folklore theme and the idea of sharing stories, and that these stories go from generation to generation. So this particular song kind of embodies that, so that could be nice, but I don't know, it's just not something that I enjoyed that much. At number 9, Mad Woman. I really like the message in this one, and I think that it connects a little bit with some other songs in terms of feeling, like the idea of being tired of something and that you just wanna break out of it and, you know, take your claws out. I thought that feeling and the way the song communicated that was really nice. At number 8, 7. 8, 7. Musically, I didn't enjoy this song very much, but I did like the lyrics. What I got from it, I don't know if you agree, is that this song is like a letter to her past self when she was a little girl, because of all the idea of like those different activities that a kid would do and all the thoughts that would go through a kid's mind. So I think this song focuses on that, and I thought that was really nice. At number 7, August. This is the second song out of the trilogy that she mentioned, and this one does talk about infidelity, but the difference to me is that this song brings different feelings than the other one. I think the other one is like too turbulent and it's very sad, but this time the feeling is a little more romantic, it's a little more dreamy when she talks about like the summer love and that it was enjoyable but it's short. I think those feelings are kind of interesting. At number 6, Mirror Ball. This is the one exception that I made for the sad song. It depends on your perspective. I really like that line that says, "I'll show you every version of yourself tonight." I think that's really powerful. The whole vibe that I got from it is like this typical romantic scene where the main characters see each other and they express their love after a whole dramatic situation happening. So yeah, you can see that, or maybe not. At number 5, I have Cardigan. Now, if I had ranked that song before listening to the entire album, I would have been like, I really don't like this song. I think it's like, you know, sad and all. But after listening to the whole album and going back to Cardigan, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's not that bad. The melody's really nice. The chorus has some catchy things. I thought that was really, really cool. At number 4, My Tears, Ricocehet. Now, it has been said that this song talks about like the whole drama situation with Scooter Brown, and she does it in a very emotional way. Very emotional. The song has an interesting topic. It's from a very personal point of view, and it has a nice melody in some parts, and that's really nice. And we're down to my top 3 folklore songs. Fun fact, this was the first bit that I did from the list. Like when I started writing down my list, these 3 songs were the first ones that I picked, and then I started going down from there. At number 3, Invisible String. I like this one just for the fact that it has a more positive vibe than the entire rest of the album. It has like a sweet emotion and feeling, and it's more like daydreamy and romantic. So that's why I think this one deserves a top 3 spot. And now, I'll reveal my top pick before I reveal the number 2 spot, just to make it a little more dramatic. So, the song that I like the most in Folklore is Exile. This one connected with me right away. Like, as soon as I hit play, I was like, okay, I like this one. Some of the others I had to like process a little more and try to find a way to connect with them, but this one, from the start, So I really like this one, and that means that I'll be making a cover of this song, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be quite challenging because this is not the genre that I'm used to, but I'll do it anyway. And finally, at number 2, The One. It's funny how numbers never match. The One is another song that connected with me right away. I really like the melody, the instruments, and the topic was really cool because it's like talking about regret, but it's like done in a cute way, like a slow dance song, and it's talking about like an alternate life where things could have been different in this relationship, and those ideas and how they are presented combine to give away a really nice and sweet feeling that I just happen to enjoy. In conclusion, I think the album itself works really well. In my opinion, some of the songs are very similar to each other, but again, this is how she imagined the album, and I respect that all the way. Another thing that I want to note is that the song structures are very diverse. Not just like inside the album compared with the other songs, but compared to her previous albums, the structure she used in a lot of these songs is quite different. I just love to see how versatile she is as an artist, because she can go from a very emotional, sad, introspective song, and then she can go to this like really upbeat song that makes you want to dance, and all of it seems genuine. Like, that is the most amazing thing an artist can do, is just be genuine with your craft, and she manages to do that every single time she releases any song. Okay, so that's it. That is my Folklore ranking. I've been wanting to talk with a lot of you guys about this album because I know a lot of you already listened to it, and you've been just like asking me what I thought. So now that I finally did, I want to know what you guys think. I want to know, what are your top songs? Did you like the album? Do you prefer some other kind of Taylor Swift song? Down below, leave your ranking. Let me know what you think of each song, and if you agree, if you disagree with me, I just want to talk with you guys about it. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.